What do you do when you first wake up in the morning? Morning routines. Now, morning routines are overpowered because once you get everything out of the way that you need to do, you can set your mind frame up to be in a positive phase throughout the rest of the day. Now, the things you start your day with are very important. 92% of successful people have a solid morning routine. Now, your first morning routine could be checking your phone and scrolling. Your morning routine could be pushing the snooze button. It could be not having a routine at all. But this video is here to explain the fact of how important and how crucial a strong routine could be for you. In this video, I will explain my routine, give you some guidance or a reference to how a routine could look like for you. It doesn't mean this is the perfect routine, but what you can do is look at what I do and maybe learn from it, get inspired by it, whatever, take it however you want it, modify it and adapt it to how your lifestyle is. And this is how I start my day. Now, I wake up at 4:30 a.m. The benefits of early rising is the fact that it gives you more time during the day. So I get 2 hours before I start work. Now I can do my routine before I start. And so here are some minor details. There is no snooze button on my phone. I have no option but to click it and get up. Otherwise I'm gonna sleep all the way past my starting work. So I push the stop button and I get straight up out of bed. I don't care if my eyes are squinted, I don't care if I walk like a zombie, I go straight to the shower. Because my mindset is, once I get to that shower, after I have that shower, I'm going to feel much better and awake afterwards. Now, I have a cold shower for about a minute. And the benefits of this is that it gets me awake, gets me ready and alert for the day. And I promise you, I'm not going to be feeling like a zombie after this. And so the point of the cold shower in the morning is not to clean yourself, it's not to wash yourself, it's purely just to wake you up. I like to call it a natural caffeine. Now, this is my first shot of awakeness as I start my day. What I like to do is I go straight to cold, put it on the coldest it can be, and just jump in there. The water's rushing down my body, everything like that, and I breathe heavily, which is good for my body to regulate the breathing. It puts your body into a shock and gets you alert, ready to attack the day. So start small. If anyone wanted to implement a cold shower in the day, start small. You could do 10 seconds. Go in there for 10 seconds. Breathe, count. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. You go 30 seconds, go 60 seconds, go as long as you can. And you hop out, dry yourself, go into your normal hygiene routine. And now I head to my oral care and my face care. So obviously you guys should already know the benefits of brushing your teeth. You should not be leaving your house without brushing your teeth in the morning, because ain't nobody want to smell your stinky breath when you're talking to them. And then I grab my deodorant, roll on, boom, pop that off so you're not smelly as well. And throughout the day when you sweat, it's better for that as well. So also I grab some Nivea like cream to moisturize my skin. Keeps my skin hydrated, keeps the moisture locked in. I don't know, I just think it makes my skin look better throughout the day. So another thing I do is I put Vaseline on my lips. This also, it just feels more comfortable for me, so yeah. So the reason why I do all my oral care and my hygiene routine right after I have my shower is because I'm already in the bathroom. I cannot be bothered to walk out of the bathroom, go eat my breakfast, come back in the bathroom afterwards. I'd rather get it over and done with in there. So this is what I do. If you would much rather do your oral care and everything after breakfast, that's cool too. But at the end of the day, it still gets done. So that's just what I do. And so for breakfast, I have a handful of blueberries and I have 6 eggs. I also have a banana, but there's no more because I ate them all. The benefits of the breakfast I have is the blueberries are an antioxidant, which means that it basically keeps your body safe from the bad stuff. The eggs, it's a protein source, also keeps my testosterone high. The banana is a good carb and also a good fruit to start the day. Now with my breakfast, I have decided to have a light breakfast because I don't want to feel sluggish during the day and I don't want to be digesting something heavy and feeling a little bit slow when I start my day. So that's why I have a really light breakfast. It just satisfies me just. So now I make my bed. Now the benefits of making your bed: you start your day off with a task, and also whether you have a good day or a bad day, at least you come home to a made bed. And now that I've made my bed, it's time for me to meditate and journal. The reason why I do it now is because I'm not going to be bothered to do it later on. And it's good to get it out of the way at the start of the day. So I have 2 apps on my phone. One is called Journal, and the other one is called Medito for my meditation. And our Journal is a very simple app that you can practice gratitude journaling, you practice goal setting, you talk about how you're feeling that day, and you also incorporate reflecting on the day that you just had. So it has all those little factors in it. It's not that hard to use. It's very simple. It has set questions for you. I highly do recommend both those apps. With Medito, it's free. You can set a timer for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you want to meditate for, and then there'll be a speaker guiding you through the session. So this is the Journal app, and technically this is an overview of, it technically looks like your own social media. So when you're scrolling through Instagram and everything, it's technically the same as that, but all this is your private stuff. It's what you're grateful for, it's photos, videos that you've saved in here, and everything like that. You can look back at dates from, I don't know, the 20th of whatever that time was, months ago, years ago, whatever, and reflect on them and be happy and grateful about them. But to start a new journal, you click there, and obviously, so right now you can't see it, but it says what were the highlights from your day, and I can explain the highlights from my day were blah 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 blah. And then if you go back in time, what would you change and what would it be? And you talk about that. How did you feel, today, emotionally wise, feeling wise, and you can give a rating and a score, and then you complete the journal, and it keeps track of how many times you do it. You can do a streak, and yeah, it makes you feel good. Talking about your goals for the day, reflecting on what's happened in the past, and it keeps track of how you're thinking and everything. So I really recommend that. Get an app like this. So this is Medito. This is what I use for my meditations. It helps me because it is a guided meditation and I can pick how long it is. So I go to daily meditation, I can pick the time frame, and I can pick who will narrate it. And when you press play, he will just be saying things like focus on your breath, make sure you relax, things like that, to remind you throughout the time. And as you keep meditating on the regular, you will get better at it. So give it a try, stop overthinking it, and try your best. So the next part of my routine, I go and get my coffee, a cappuccino, extra large cappuccino with oat milk, and I read a chapter of my book. So the book I'm interested in at the moment is called The Way of the Superior Man, and it's about masculinity and femininity and those sort of energies and everything, and how they interact, how they play their role together, and individually as well. So it's very interesting. I read a chapter. These chapters are short, so it's really good and easy. I read a chapter, and then it gets me thinking of, depending on the topic of the chapter, it gets me thinking about that, and then I learn something new, and I can sort of keep that in mind when I'm interacting with people, depending on the book. what the book's about and what I'm learning from it, but I can use a new tactic when dealing with someone or when interacting with someone else. So reading is definitely a great benefit. There's so many benefits. You learn something new, you then also pick from someone else's brain, as I like to think, because someone else has written it from their brain, from what they've learned, and you get to see how they interpret things and how they take things in. So reading is definitely very beneficial. Try fit in reading during your day. If it's one chapter, if it's one page, whatever you can do, incorporate it. Caffeine. Now caffeine is a very big cater towards the start of the day, because I have my cold shower in the morning. Now I call that a natural caffeine because it gets you started and woken up. But then when I have caffeine, by this time it is about 5:45 to 5:50 a.m. and I only start drinking it when it hits 6 o'clock. The reason why is because I leave 90 minutes after I have woken to then have caffeine, and I learnt that from the Huberman podcast. And Jordan Huberman said that your adenosine levels are slowly rising from when you awake, and if you interrupt that process with caffeine too early, the process doesn't fully complete, which means that you're more likely to have a crash later on in the day. So my timing of my caffeine is on purpose, and I definitely do that at 6 a.m. in the morning. I have my coffee then, drink it while I'm reading my book, and then right after that I head into work and start my shift at my job. So that's my morning routine. That's how I do everything, and I hope you like it. So that part is the last of my routine, having my caffeine for the morning and also reading my chapter of my book is the end of my morning routine. From when I wake up in the morning till having that caffeine and reading that chapter, that is the completion of setting my day up in a positive way, setting my mind frame up for striving and having energy and getting a boost to carry it on throughout the day. Because if you, there's a saying, to win the year, you have to win the month. To win the month, you have to win the week. To win the week, you have to win the morning. And then to win the morning, you have to win the night before. But at the end of the day, morning routines are so overpowered. If you want to implement this, go ahead. If you want to take anything you want from this, give it a shot, give it a try. Meditation, journaling, reading a chapter, waking up earlier than you meant to. All these things are very beneficial. If you want to see the effects, try it out for a few weeks. Try it out for a month. And then let me know how it goes in the comments, because I would really love to see it help you. I would really love to see how it's helped you.